Hey, what is up, guys? It is the Calm Camel here, and today we are going to compare between these two Spider-Mans, Miles Morales and Peter Parker. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, first thing first, we're going to talk about talents between Miles Morales, talents and tricks, Miles Morales and Peter Parker. So if we take a look at these two individuals, notice how Peter Parker, when he swings by cities, he does have a little bit of tricks, but he does not have the ability to form more tricks than Miles Morales does. I love Miles Morales tricks in this because I believe that he has more tricks than the normal Peter Parker. Miles Morales can do backflip, front flip, maybe he can do also like flip sideways, and I believe that his swinging abilities are 10 times more efficient than Peter Parker's. So Miles Morales wins on that. Let's take a look at their combat moves. Alright, so I think that in combat, I prefer Miles Morales more than Peter Parker because I noticed that Peter Parker uses his legs a lot when he fights his enemies. But however, Miles Morales, I love his fighting style because he uses his both hands and he uses his legs. So it's almost as if he's using his whole body just to fight an enemy. And I also love the dodging style in Miles Morales. It is better than Peter Parker's. I feel like Miles Morales the dodges are way better than Peter Parker's because if you notice that how like Peter Parker's moves while dodging, he doesn't like dodge very well. However, Miles Morales dodges like really good, and he dodges faster than Peter Parker. So I would give Miles Morales an 8 out of 10 of his combat system moves. Oh, and also another thing I would like to include is that Miles Morales actually have superpowers. Peter Parker does not. Miles Morales has more abilities in the web shooting skills, and he also have skills in electricity because he's not just a Spider-Man, he's also an electricity Spider-Man, I guess. But yeah, Peter Parker does not have the ability to have this electricity skill. So that's a big disadvantage for Peter Parker, and the person who wins here is Miles Morales. So 2 points for Miles Morales. Alright, so let's check out Miles Morales and Peter Parker's story. The reason why... Okay, so let's compare the stories. I love Miles Morales' story, but I loved Peter Parker's story better. And the reason why it's because when you get to play the Miles Morales story, notice how short story it is. So as I was playing as Miles Morales in Spider-Man, I felt like I did not really know the guy well because I've played his story for like a short period of time, but I would say that I really liked his story. He has an amazing story where he has to like fight Flynn, and at the end, like Flynn is actually saving him, and it's really cool. It's a really good story, but I would say Peter Parker wins in stories, and the reason why it's because number one, his stories are long, and number two, if his stories are long, that means that we understand Peter Parker's story more than Miles Morales. So I don't know the guy much, but I love Peter Parker's story, and I believe that longer stories make the game much more better. So Peter Parker wins on this. And another thing I would like to discuss with you guys is Miles Morales and Peter Parker's clothing style. So I would say that I really love Peter Parker's clothing style. I think because it is much more badass, like much more better than Miles Morales' clothing. And the reason why is that, again, Miles Morales' clothing, I think it is fewer. However, in the original Spider-Man, where you play as Peter Parker, I think there are more clothing than Miles Morales has. I'm not too sure, but the reason why I love Peter Parker's clothing more than Miles Morales, because Peter Parker, he has a simple design, and I really love his clothing style. I love how smooth it is. I love how attention to detail it is, and I really love how beautiful it is. And the final thing I would say is the game. So I would say that Miles Morales in this situation wins, so hands down for him. And the reason why Miles Morales wins in this, because it's amazing how you can play as a team, and how you get to play as a new character with different personality. I love Miles Morales' personality. I love how like a genuine person he is. I love how interesting his story is. I love how he is willing to help out other people. He seems like a nicer dude, and I really like him. However, Peter Parker, I also like Peter Parker, but I would say that in Peter Parker, I like him, but I feel like his personality is a bit of he jokes a lot, and Miles Morales also jokes a lot. They both have a funny sense of humor, but I think I love Miles Morales better because I think he's a friendly dude, and I like how he's very like friendly to Genki, and